Today, I'm going to show you how to create a brick wall in Blender step by step, using a simple workflow that gives you a much more realistic result than just duplicating a cube over and over again. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to build the wall shape, stagger the bricks, separate them into individual objects, and add randomized material variation for a more natural look. If this video helps you out, please hit like and subscribe for more Blender tutorials like this. Alright, let's jump in. First, open Blender and start with a brand new scene. Press Shift+A, then add a cube. This cube is going to be the base of your brick. Right away, press S, then Z, and scale it down vertically to flatten it into a brick shape. Then press S, then Y, and adjust the depth so the brick has a more realistic proportion. You can tweak the size a little here depending on the style of brick wall you want, but the goal is to make it look like a proper brick, not just a square block. Now press Tab to go into Edit mode. This is where we can make the brick look a little better. With the whole mesh selected, press Ctrl+B to bevel the edges slightly. Just give it a small bevel so the edges catch light more naturally. You do not want it too large, because real bricks usually have only a subtle edge softness. Even a tiny bevel can make a huge difference once lighting and materials are added. Once the base brick looks good, it's time to turn it into a row. Go back to Object mode, then add an Array modifier. Increase the count along the x-axis so the brick repeats horizontally and gives you a full row. This is the fastest way to start building the wall. Instead of manually duplicating each brick, the Array modifier handles the repetition for you and keeps everything evenly spaced. After that, add a second Array modifier. This one will stack the bricks vertically. Set the relative offset on the z-axis and increase the count so you can create multiple rows on top of each other. If the bricks are too close together or overlapping, adjust the z-offset spacing until there is a small gap between the rows. A spacing value around 2 is a good place to start, but you can fine-tune it depending on the brick dimensions you used earlier. Now here's the key step that gives the wall a more realistic staggered pattern. Duplicate the entire wall and place the duplicate into the empty gaps. To do that, press Z and 1 to switch to a side view, then press G, X, and move it over by 1 brick spacing. This helps create the alternating brick layout that you see in real walls. That offset pattern is what makes the wall look believable instead of perfectly aligned and artificial. Once your arrangement looks correct, go into the Properties tab and apply the arrays one by one after everything is set up properly. Applying the modifiers locks in the geometry so you can work with each brick individually. This is an important step because it lets you make the wall more detailed and gives you more control later on. Next, select the wall and separate each brick into its own object. Press Tab to enter Edit mode, press A to select everything, then press P and choose by Loose Parts. This will split all the connected pieces into individual bricks. Now each brick is its own object, which is perfect if you want more realism and variation in the final result. After that, select all of the bricks. Right-click and choose Set Origin, then Origin to Geometry. This makes sure each brick rotates around its own center point. That matters a lot if you want to randomize the bricks later, because the rotation will look natural instead of awkwardly spinning from one corner. Now add a Randomize Transform modifier. This is where the wall starts to feel more organic. Adjust the rotation and scale just a little bit so the bricks are not perfectly identical. The goal is subtle variation, not chaos. If every brick is exactly the same, the wall looks artificial, but if they vary slightly, the entire surface becomes far more realistic. Now let's add material variation. Open the shader editor and add a color ramp node. Connect it to base color. Then add an object info node and connect the random output into the color ramp. This creates automatic color variation using nodes, so each brick can have slightly different coloring without you painting every single one manually. That tiny color difference helps the wall feel much more natural and detailed. After you set up the nodes, go to the Material Properties, open the Special dropdown, and copy the material to the selected bricks. This makes sure the same material setup applies across all of them consistently. It's a quick way to keep the workflow efficient while still getting variation across the whole wall. And that's it. You've now created a brick wall in Blender using arrays, separation, randomization, and procedural material variation. This method is fast, flexible, and gives you a much better result than a basic repeated mesh. If you want more Blender tutorials like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more easy step-by-step guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.